was lady-in-waiting to Her August Majesty, the Queen of Kalamor. She was so beautiful, my lady, with flowing golden hair, always dressed in the most exquisite royal gowns. One night, my lady told me that her beloved husband, the king, had found a way to save us. I followed them. Down into that pit he had dug in the city. At the bottom was a huge chamber with a pool of some silver liquid. My lady was as awed as I until His August Majesty plunged a knife into her breast. He killed her. His love. I could not bear it. I ran to my lady's chambers and threw myself from her window.
That's just great. How in the seven hells do we get past two dragons?
That's easy. You take the one on the right.
How about if we just use the stone?
I think your sword would do more damage, but if you want to throw rocks, be my guest.
The Death Stone. Use the Death Stone.
Ah, that stone. This almost feels like cheating.
When will you realize, girl, that cheating death is a good thing?
I think we found him.
How adorable. Seraphine's little puppets come to dance for me.
We're no puppets.
Of course not. You're heroes.
No, but we're as close as it gets.
You're here to put a stop to me. Bring my reign of terror to an end.
Just here to do a job.
Fools. You've no understanding of why you're here.
Perhaps not, but I think we know what to do.
The desperate king of Kalamor called upon the power of the Slag by sacrificing that which was dearest to him, his beloved wife. Now, host to the Slag, the king was left changed forever. Crueler, harsher, but very, very powerful. With the dark power now at his command, he unleashed a force of demons against Dyfed, turning the war sharply in Kalamor's favor. Now Dyfed was the desperate kingdom, but a mysterious woman robed in white appeared to the king of Dyfed and offered hope, in the form of a magic gemstone. With this gemstone in hand, the king ventured deep into the wilds of Govad and used... Now, host to the Slag, the king... Now, host to the Slag, the king was left with the dark power now at his command. Now Dyfed was the desperate kingdom, but Kalamor and its king fell before the onslaught of dragons. The Wargar too joined Anuvin, putting aside the hatred of the now known as the Master. He enlisted Then he used the Death Stone as it had been used in the past, and took control of the dragons. Now known as the Master, he enlisted the aid of the proud Minotaur in exchange for Slag. The Wargar too joined Anuvin, putting aside the hatred of the Minotaur for the power of the Slag. Striking out from Kalamor, they raided human villages far and wide, taking the peasants as prisoners. The prisoners were enslaved, forced to rebuild the defenses of Kalamor. Then, deep in Anuvin's stronghold of Kalamor, the Death Stone was stolen by someone once close to him. Flying into a rage, afraid the stone would be used against him, Anuvin tore the eyes from his dragons to prevent them from being enslaved by a new master. Hungry for more power, he ordered the Wargar and Minotaur to bring him prisoners by attacking the city of Lear. The town of Dyfed was besieged by the Wargar, and its people taken away. As more prisoners were brought to Kalamor, Anuvin moved them off the walls and deep into the citadel. There, at the heart of the Slag, he sacrificed them all, increasing his power with every life taken.
Not much time, Kadik. Help me.
learn something here.
Right then. What's your story?
The beast is near.
The reward promised by Leah. Anuvan, what's wrong? Anuvan?
Nothing, my love. Nothing at all.
Now you've had your vengeance, Seraphim. How does it taste?
Not vengeance, warrior. This was never truly about vengeance. It was about salvation. For myself and my love.
Salvation? He killed you.
Not he. He would never do that. It was the Slag. It is an ancient evil, cunning and crafty, but it has no form. It needs a host, a mortal body to do its bidding. A body that would willingly call upon its power. A body that would sacrifice the person dearest to them for it. A body even more powerful than that of its previous host. That is why I brought you here. To replace Anuvan, to free him and me. And now that you have done that, one of you will slay the other, and become the new servant of the Slag. And the cycle will continue.
Treacherous harpy! Caddick and I would never turn on each other. We won't be slaves to your cycle!
But you already are. You drank the Slag, of your own free will. For your own benefit. Its power is already at work within you.
I don't know about you, but I feel no power at work.
A bit of indigestion, perhaps. We'd know more than a taste of the stuff.
I think there's only one person here under the power of the Slag.
Wait! Caddick, don't!
One too many for my tastes.
Think destroying the Death Stone will destroy her too.
Oh, you know how I like to destroy things and see what happens.
Think of the power. You lose the power I've given you. Think what could be yours. Think of what I've promised you. Riches, power. I can give you anything you want.
I'll not speak for Caddick, but I want to be rid of you. So, what shall we do with this mess?
Bury it.
Relax, Caddick. It's buried under tons of rock. No one will ever find it. Better to concern yourself with where we should head next. I'm already getting bored, and you know what that leads to.
What about Caledon? I hear there's money to be made there.
Caledon? We've been there 3 times in the last year.
I like Caledon.
You like the barmaid at that inn.
It's a nice inn.
What about the mines of Dorian? I've heard rumors there of a magic harp made of pure gold.
Dorian? Blood of the gods! There are spiders there the size of your arm!
Don't be a baby, old man. They're just bugs.
The size of your arm!
That Wargar spider was bigger than your arm.
We agreed not to talk about that.
Yes.
I'll protect you.